Hi, my name is Meelis Kitsing. I'm rector of Estonian Business School. It is my job here to make sure that Estonian Business School would be a wonderful place to study. We have been here in Estonia for more than 30 years. We offer practical business and management education on bachelor level, master's level, even on the PhD level. And in addition to our beautiful location here in the middle of Tallinn, which is the capital of Estonia, we also have a really nice campus in Helsinki, which is the capital of Finland, where we have been also for 10 years. We offer very practical business and management education where we connect deep academic knowledge and practical experience with different organizations. Our alumni work for many different companies. For instance, in Estonia we have 5 unicorns, companies valued more than 1 billion euros, and many of our alumni work for those companies. Some of them are even founders. In addition, they have founded and worked for many different startups in Estonia. And among our alumni are also people who work for the larger, more established companies. And you can find also alumni in the public sector. For instance, our new Prime Minister, Kaja Kallas, is a graduate of Estonian Business School. And so is President of Central Bank, Bank of Estonia, Madis Müller. So I would like to welcome you to Estonian Business School. There is an old saying in the Silicon Valley that the best way to predict the future is to invent it. So let's invent our futures together.
Hello, my name is Jim and I'm the head of Master Studies here at the Estonian Business School. It is my great pleasure today to be introducing to you our different master programs. All the 3 different master programs that we have here at EBS are designed with a different student profile in mind so that you can actually pick what you're interested in. Firstly, I would like to introduce our 2-year MA program in Business Innovation, which we offer both in Tallinn and Helsinki. This program is for you when you already have a bachelor degree in either business, management, economics, or any other related field. The program starts with 1 year of core studies in which we explore the trends in management as well as to help you to polish your research skills, which you can apply both in the academic and the business world. During the 2nd year of your studies, we help you to specialize and pursue your own interests. For this, we have designed 2 different specializations. Firstly, leading digitalization and navigating the startup economy. In this specialization, we explore the intersection between digitalization and management and how to navigate yourself in this world. Our 2nd specialization, leveraging the green economy innovations, explores the great sustainability challenges of this century and how to tackle them as a manager. Both our specializations are multidisciplinary and prepare you as a manager for the future challenges ahead. We invite you to join this master program with our top-notch lecturers, leading practitioners, and of course, a very international classroom. The 2nd program I would like to introduce is our 1-year MBA, which is available in our Tallinn campus. This program is for you when you already have a master's degree in a non-business related field, but would nevertheless like to develop yourself as either a manager or leader. For example, to coach your team through difficult times. This innovative MBA program focuses on the personal development, but also provides you with the practical knowledge which you need in your day-to-day job. The cool thing about this program is that it is also available in Estonian language. Our 3rd program that I would like to introduce to you is our 2-year MBA in Tallinn. This program is for you when you already have relevant working experience, but would nevertheless like to specialize yourself as a professional. You can also keep up to date with the latest trends in management and leadership. During the 2nd year of this program, you have the opportunity to really specialize yourself in the form of nano degrees. These nano degrees are taught by a combination of both top-notch academics as well as very established industry professionals. This gives you the opportunity to master a chosen field of business. What makes EBS Master Studies so special is that we offer a great combination between practical and research studies in a very international environment. We are able to offer this approach due to the fact that we have very small study groups in which you get the attention that you deserve. In EBS, we also find it very important that you can personalize your learning path. This allows you to explore the topics that you're actually interested in, but also to maintain a healthy work and study balance. I hope to see you soon at the Estonian Business School.
I really hope that you enjoyed our graduation video, and we will make sure that you have the same experience once it is your time to graduate here at EBS. If all this information was too good to be true, because we have been really showing off what great university we are, then let's not just take my word for it, but let's also talk to two of our great students here at EBS. I'm joined here at the moment by Kerli and Henry. Hi guys, how are you doing today?
Yeah, thanks, fine. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. And you, Kerli?
Good as well, excited to be here.
So I would like to have a chat with you guys about how great it is to be here at EBS. Can you first introduce yourself so that our viewers know who you actually are? Henry, maybe you can start.
My name is Henry Lindahl, and I'm like a professional student. I consider myself as a professional student, although in past 2 years I've been a CEO at a Saunum Group, which is a Nasdaq-listed company in Estonia. And but still, I feel great here, and I still consider myself as a student at first place.
Okay, that's great to hear. What about you, Kerli?
Yeah, my name is Kerli Sarap, and I'm working at Wise, so ex-TransferWise, and for the past more than 6 years, I've led different operational teams, currently running a team in the compliance sector.
Okay, really interesting job as well. And
Yeah,
TransferWise, one of the big companies here in Estonia.
Yeah, it is.
So you both are very special students. Not only have you graduated your bachelor's here from EBS, but you are also both in very different programs. Henry, you are part of our MA program. Can you tell us a little bit, why did you choose this program?
I mean, I just looked at the curriculums, and MA program was more like the next step for me, because the MBA program I did already a year or so from the program in my bachelor studies, and it felt like more academic sort of, and since I'm interested in researching and all this investigating work, then it made so much more sense for me. But then again, if I would have chosen the MBA program, then I would have been happy as well. So I mean, now I'm graduating from the MA program.
Do you have a specific specialization that you're following within the MA program?
I think it was management and leadership or something like that, because it's all very confusing to me, because I was abroad for a semester and I took different subjects from Vienna and so on, but later to that.
Kerli, you are a part of our 2-year MBA program.
Yes.
How has it been going so far?
It's going very well. So basically, my journey started when I was a little girl. I always knew that I was going to study business. I'm actually originally from Tartu, so when I started my university, I moved to Tallinn because I knew I wanted to join EBS. So I did my bachelor's here, fell in love. I loved the school, I loved the teachers, I loved the kind of personal touch you have here. So I knew that when I want to start my master's studies, that will definitely be EBS. Felt the time is right. Last year, so started to look at what programs to choose from, and MBA kind of spoke to me because you have these nano degrees and all these data specific programs, which is like really useful for me, especially when working in fintech. So that was my choice.
So in the MBA, you can see an immediate link between what you're doing professionally and also what you're like learning here at EBS.
Exactly.
So you touched upon my favorite subject, which is nano degrees. How's your experience so far been? What is the specialization? You take a data management now?
Data now. It's been great. Have been some good experiences, some I might say not so good. But overall, it's a great way to meet. Like the way the nano programs are built is that every semester you basically can gain new relations, basically get to know new people. So that has been great, and that is like something that I love about EBS is that you have the opportunity to meet great minds like yourself around the Estonian business world, plus outside as well. And data-wise, it has been really kind of eye-opening to see different emerging technologies we have in the world and kind of used experience in my current work.
So both of you already touched a little bit upon it, the importance of the network. Do you feel that we manage within our programs to also provide you with this network, Henry?
Yeah, sure. I mean, in master's degrees, perhaps not that much. I mean, the school is providing all the tools. But perhaps I haven't been participating that much because of my family and my work and so on. But I really enjoyed it in bachelor's. So I see that I see what they are selling here. I mean, the network is a very essential part of the university.
When the MBA program started, the first lesson we had was coaching in the Radisson Hotel, which was scary. You don't know anybody. You have basically all the courses brought in there from Finland, from Estonia. But I think it was like an awesome move that EBS made, because this kind of immediately made you bond, made you network. And I think it was like a really, really good approach. And I personally can say that from that coaching sessions, I get to know people from other MA or MBA groups as well. Throughout the year, we've really grown together with our group that we usually make the homework together, plus like other good friends from the course.
That's really, really great to hear. Yeah, network is also a very important part of your studies. Henry, as you already said in your introduction, you are not only you have not only been doing your masters here in Tallinn, Estonia, but you've also went abroad to Austria, Vienna. How was your experience?
I mean, I was there during the COVID time, right?
Okay, yes.
Which basically means that I stayed only 9 days in Vienna. But I choose this program because I wanted to experience something new, something else. I'm really happy that EBS is providing these opportunities to go and see what happens around the world or in best management schools in Europe and Vienna. I mean, the programs I choose there were great. I mean, very challenging, but great. The people, I mean, super, because here you don't have that many Asian people or American people. It was a nice cultural mix even though I met those people over the Zoom or Meets or whatever programs we had there. But in general, I would recommend this Erasmus exchange program to everybody studying here. I mean, when I signed up that I go there, then I was sure that I take 4 months off and just study. But finally it was quite different in a way, because even if I didn't, if we didn't had the COVID situation, I was able to put my schedule together so that I still lived in Estonia. I went there like on Tuesday evenings and came back on Fridays, or would have come back on Fridays. So I mean, I'm nearly 40 years old, so obviously I have family, but it was a super experience. So yeah, anyways.
That's really, really good to hear. And it's also one way to very much enrich your studies at EBS, to find maybe those specializations that we cannot offer here locally, but then at least internationally you can still find those opportunities.
But the most important message is that it doesn't matter whether you are 25 or 30 or 35 or 40, it's always possible to go and study abroad. It's no problem.
That's very true, very true. Actually, you both mentioned already a little bit, so I would like to ask you this question. How is your study, work and family life balance? Do you manage during your studies here at EBS? Maybe, Kerli, you can.
Yeah, it's definitely challenging, having a full-time work, full-time school, and a 3-year-old at home. So, but it's kind of different. Like I can say, like even if I've had like really, really tiring week from work, and I have school on Saturday, it gives you kind of different energy. It's different. It's completely different. Different people, different topics. You learn new things. So it's. I think it kind of helps me to balance my work-life balance. Basically, I don't overwork because I know I have to study. So it's definitely difficult, but at the same time, it's, as said, it gives like a different level of energy.
What about you, Henry? So you also mentioned being a CEO, having a family at home.
Yeah, I can manage it. It's no problem. I mean, for me personally, studying from Fridays to Sundays is a vacation. So it's, you can just switch yourself off from work and just study. The problem perhaps is with family, because I have 3 children at home, and my wife is complaining, has started to complain a bit, because now it is my 4th year running, because I did my bachelor in a very late age, and now the master program right on top of it. So basically she's getting tired, but for me, it's perfect.
I never heard study is my vacation. I'm really glad that you still have that experience. Like that is really good to hear.
I could go on and on.
Okay,
it's no problem for me.
You know that after,
it depends. Perhaps if it's boring or it doesn't give you anything, then it feels like a work. But here I feel it's great. It's like a vacation. I wouldn't say vacation because it's like it would be misleading a bit, but you still need to work and to make some effort. But still, this is like totally different world from your work things, and it gives you a nice switch.
Okay, that's really good to hear. Well, and like if you're still inspired after your masters, then you can always come and join us for the doctoral studies as well.
Yeah, this is now where I had to take my year off.
Okay, yeah, a little break in between.
There's the limit.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Totally understand. I would like to ask you the question, like, how has EBS changed you as a person, or how, what kind of new skills, knowledge, etc. did you get from your studies so far? Kerli, what has been your experience?
I think I've gained a lot. It's definitely new knowledge, definitely some new practices to put into work, as well as I'm working full-time in WISE, but I have my private ventures as well. So EBS has kind of, I was able to create strategies for my own company and kind of get encouragement from the course and from the teacher. As well, of course, gained new network, new friends, so lot of many different things.
Okay, yeah, a very broad kind of range of things
Yeah.
that inspired you to move on with the next steps in your career and also personal life.
Yeah.
Henry, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, the school has changed my life a lot because everything I've learned here I use in my company. So basically, the Saunum group where I'm working at the moment is like a laboratory, so to say, because we are using like almost everything I have learned here. So let's see how it goes, and then we can evaluate it in a few years.
Well, let's hope then for a very successful venture with the Saunum group. That
so far it's been great.
We can.
Let's see.
I've heard that.
Okay, well, that is really good to hear. That is really good to hear.
And if I may add, it's not I've been working more than 6 years in WISE, so it's the same people, the same pool, the same experiences, everybody from IT sector, fintech sector, banking. So here you can actually learn from different experiences and different businesses, so which is really valuable as well.
Okay, yeah, broadens your horizon and provides you with new perspective.
Exactly.
Okay, before we wrap it up, I have a curveball question. What is the one hint that you would give to future EBS master students? If you had to give one tip to them.
If we especially talk about masters, then it's making a plan when you start when your course starts, the semester starts, with the homework, with the exams. So basically time management, prioritization. It's especially important because you have so many group works. It's like the program is built on group works, and you have usually 4 people you have to account in. And as well, use the same group if your collaboration is successful. Because if you have, 6, 7 different subjects, it's really difficult to manage time, especially when everybody is working and they have the family life. So you use the same group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Great tip.
The first thing and the general tip is to enjoy it, because it only lasts 2 years, right? But the more specific tip is that when you start in September or in the end of August, then you should quickly find 4, 5, 6, 7 people that you are working together with from the beginning, because it is always easier to study and to go forward together than alone. Never be alone.
Okay. Yes, find those people that you can share both a laugh and a tear with, and that motivates you to continue.
Yeah. For example, we have a booked session every Wednesday. It's blocked in our calendars every week. If we don't have any group studies or group works to do, then we'll skip it. Now we started to study 2 exams all together, because the practices and the skills are different. So yeah, definitely sharing the knowledge and helping out each other.
Thank you guys for sharing your experience and making sure that our viewers also have a good overview of what EBS is.
Thank you so much for having us.
And now let's start our campus tour. We are standing in front of the main building, main entrance of our campus in Tallinn. It's located very much in the city center, so it's easily reachable. I'd like to provide you with a bit of insight what it really takes to spend some time in here. So come and join me. At Estonian Business School, every student has a personal study consultant supporting you on the way to make your learning experience as valuable and enjoyable as possible. So let's see what our study department is all about. Should you need any assistance with your studies, study department is always your first contact point. And here we are. Hi Sheila, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Last year you received in our annual ceremony Golden ABBA the Helper of the Year award. That clearly demonstrates that your help is much needed and appreciated. So what is the work of study consultant about?
Good question. I would say that the study consultant is really the link between the student and the university. So we have an excellent source of information, which is the student internet. But in case the student still has some questions or is not sure how to combine their studies and work, for example, they can turn to us.
Thank you so much, Sheila, for the contribution you make here. Now, let's move on. The next stop, you can't live without library. And now we are heading to the library. Of course, there's a beautiful collection of business books available, but what is even more important is the fact that it's one of the few places in this vibrant environment where you can concentrate on your own thoughts. Coaching at work. A lovely set of principles, practices, and actually leadership wisdom what professionals can benefit a lot. And that is the reason why we offer all our bachelor students coaching support while spending their internship periods in business organizations. Well, silence is golden, of course, but you may like to look for more, so come and see. Besides the library, our students can benefit from our TV and radio broadcast studios. Should you need to prepare an important presentation, want to record your personal broadcast, or like to promote your business idea, that's the place to be. Hello, Matteo. What are you up to?
Hello. I'm analyzing some data for a presentation.
Well, I wish you a good luck. I really hope you receive a great grade for your presentation. So take care and enjoy your studies.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right, let's move on now. Estonian Business School is a cozy learning hub where you can easily see high school students, bachelors, masters, and even executive MBA students learning together and next to each other. However, even in the most modern business school, you can still find classrooms. But believe me, those classrooms looked much different when I started here as a student 20 years ago. And even 10 years ago, when I started here as a management department lecturer, the classrooms looked much different. We didn't have the cameras which are following you while walking. We didn't have the smart boards, and now classrooms are refurbished and they just look beautiful. Once you meet me in the classroom at the very end of your bachelor studies for a business simulation game Dynama, you will be able to see your company's performance and data simulated on those screens. And believe me, it looks just fancy. So come and see yourself. By the way, even in the most interactive learning environment, you may become tired sometimes, especially if you make an effort. And then it's nice to relax a bit, have a rest before the next sprint starts. Estonia is well known for its beautiful nature and clean environment. And of course, also in Estonian Business School, we are sorting waste. We are not printing out your learning materials, but use digital learning management system Canvas instead. If you are even more interested in sustainability issues, we offer you a chance to choose between elective courses such as sustainable finance or circular economy. Moreover, even if you feel about having a cup of coffee, we encourage you to bring along your own reusable bottle and using that instead. And let's check out where our students like to spend their free time between the seminars and lectures. Hello, Alexandra. How are you doing and what are you up to?
I'm very good, thank you. And I'm doing my homework right now because it's a really good atmosphere here and a very quiet place where to do it.
Thank you so much, Alexandra. Now we're going to move on to the 4th floor. It's been said that teamwork makes the dream work. And this is also because business professionals emphasize the importance of great teams. Throughout your studies, we encourage you to work a lot in teams in order to learn not only from faculty members, but also from your fellow students. And for those purposes, you may like to book some of those cozy teamwork rooms. Now, let's check out the main hall. Small classrooms are nice, of course, but for some special occasions you need a bigger one to make sure that everyone who's interested can fit in. Once your applications are successful, we are looking forward to meeting you here in our main hall to celebrate together and to make a smooth start for your studies. I can bet that all of you are listening to some podcasts. Those might be business related, and maybe you have even heard about Estonian Business School's podcast Satellite. However, have you ever tried to make one yourself? On the 4th floor, you can find all the professional equipment for your own production. Should you like to record your sessions or have a live sessions, you can also find professional cameras as well as everything needed to share your good thoughts with the whole world. Come and see, what else do we have here? On the top floor of our main building, you can enjoy beautiful views on the city center of Tallinn. In business, it's also important to climb higher to see the big picture and also recognize how new perspectives open up for you. Moreover, you can recognize the beauty and pain of becoming an entrepreneur. Hello, Sander. It's nice to meet you. What are you up to?
I'm working at my startup pitch at the moment.
Another one? A new one?
Another one, yeah.
Lovely. So it's also kind of a lifestyle thing. Thanks so much, Sander. And thank you all for walking around EBS facilities together with us. We end the house tour here now, and we look forward to seeing you all soon in EBS campus.
Hello everyone, my name is Liina Reimann and I'm responsible for admissions at Estonian Business School. I'm going to share with you what you need to do to become master student at Estonian Business School. I'm going to tell you more about the admission process, about the requirements, what are the deadlines. I'm going to tell you more about virtual consultations and also how are the studies conducted at our master level. First of all, let's start with the application process. The first thing that you will need to do is choose the suitable program for you. There are different requirements set for the programs, and you can find them all at our webpage. After that, you will need to submit your application. We expect you to have a catchy application. Show us your motivation with answering EBS questions. Those questions are going to be sent to the admission committee before the interview. This will allow them to get to know you better, to evaluate your suitability for the program, and also to get to know your background. After that, we are going to invite you to the admission interview. You will receive an invitation from our side also together with information what you need to know before the interview. The interview will allow you to introduce yourself, to tell us more how can we help you to reach your goals and dreams, and what kind of support do you need to reach your future aspirations. After the interview, we will send you admission decision. It takes around a week for us to publish the admission decisions. There are 3 types of different decisions that we can publish. First of all, you might be waitlisted. It means that you might not have been the strongest applicant, however, we are still considering you to become a student at Estonian Business School. The latest we are gonna tell you the decision is in June. If that's not the case, you might be conditionally accepted. Conditionally accepted means that your admission interview was wonderful. However, there are some program requirements that have not been met. We are going to also send you what are you still missing in your application to become student at Estonian Business School. Last one is accepted. It means we cannot wait to see you at Estonian Business School. After that, we will ask you to confirm the study place. Once you have confirmed the study place, you will receive additional instructions what to do. We will also ask you to pay the tuition fee. And if you are interested in EBS scholarships, don't forget to check our webpage. Last but not least is that you will also get access to EBS accounts and instructions how to use them. If you are applying from Estonia or Finland, then this information is for you. If you are applying from Estonia, then please submit your application through SICE system. This system will allow us to see where did you do your previous bachelor studies and if you qualify for the program. If you're applying from Finland, then please submit your application through DreamApply. To DreamApply, you can also upload your previous educational documents. There are also program requirements that you will have to meet. I will tell you more about our programs and what specifically you need to submit together with the application once I'm gonna talk about the differences between the programs. We also ask you to take entrance exam at EBS to prove your language skills. Language skills are important because most of EBS programs are in English. If you're wondering about the timeline, when do you need to submit your application, then 2 days before the admission interview is the application deadline. We do have admission interviews 4 times in a year. The first round is in January, second round is from March to April, third round is from May to June, and fourth round is in July. You will find the specific dates at the EBS webpage. The interview is conducted with the admission committee. It's a personal interview, takes 15 minutes, and it takes place at EBS. If you are an international applicant, then this information is for you. We ask you to submit your application through DreamApply system. There you can provide us with important information like upload your passport copy, also educational documents, and answer EBS specific questions. Before we will review your application, you will also have to submit and pay the application fee. We will send you an invoice, and then once you have paid the invoice, we will look at your application and do pre-evaluation before the interview. If you are from a certain country, the waiver might apply for you as well. Please look it up at the EBS webpage or in DreamApply. There are certain requirements when you are applying for EBS Masters programs, but there are also some wider requirements you have to keep in mind. For example, your average grade has to be at least 60% out of maximum. If you're not sure what kind of educational documents do we need, then visit our country-specific requirements page. There we have listed different documents for each country. Also, we require you to submit internationally recognized language test. You can present us IELTS, TOEFL or Cambridge. You can see the minimum scores for applying at the slides. If you have previously studied in European country or completed your education in the countries mentioned on the slide, then you can also apply for a waiver. However, we will tell you whether you fit the waiver after we have done evaluation of your application. Then we will inform you about the admission interview. But before, you also might have a question, when are the deadlines for applying? If you are applicant from non-European country, then please submit your application and everything necessary for it before 1st of April. If you are from European country or from any countries listed on the slides, then please submit your application by 1st of June. We will send you the invitation through DreamApply and tell you how can you access the interview. The interview happens once a month from January to June. The interview is a personal interview with our admission committee, where you can tell us more about you, also what inspires you to join EBS, and how can we support you to achieve your dreams. Now I'm going to tell you more about our requirements for master programs. First of all, we have our MA program. To apply, you need previous degree in business administration or economics. Besides that, as mentioned already, we will look at your English skills, which have to be up to level B2. Also, you will have to present master thesis proposal together with your application. And lastly, pass the admission interview. Be ready to tell about your thesis proposal and ideas to the admission committee. Next one is our one-year MBA program. This program is taught in Estonian and in English. If you are applying for Estonian MBA, you do not need to present proof of sufficient language skills in English. However, about the other requirements that apply for both Estonian-speaking and English-speaking program, you have to have at least master degrees to apply for the program, as this one is shorter. Besides that, you need to submit proof of the language skills if you're applying for the English program. Also, you have to have at least 3 years of management experience and also pass the admission interview. If you are applying for our 2-year MBA, then we require a bachelor degree. It can be in any field. Besides that, language level once again, 3 years of management experience. We do look at your process leading experience and people leading experience. And besides that, the admission interview passed with flying colors. If you still didn't get your answers or have some doubts, feel free to contact me. I'm doing consultations twice a month. It's a personal consultation, takes 15 minutes, and we can discuss your questions. Maybe you have questions whether you fit the program. Maybe you want to know more about the profile of the students that you're going to be studying with. Maybe there are doubts if your work experience is enough to actually join our master level programs. Whatever it is, feel free to ask me questions. Just book a consultation, pick a time that is suitable for you, and we will talk. If you have been wondering how to combine your studies and your work, or how the studies are conducted, then I'm going to tell you more about it. Our master studies are in session-based format. It means that you will have lectures every second week. Depending on the program that you choose, you will have either 2 or 3 study days. In between the lectures, you will have to do the group assignments, home assignments, prepare for the lecture by exploring the topic, watching videos, or do some small quizzes. Our studies will start in the middle of August. First thing you're going to do in August is join the Intro Week, which is organized for our first-year bachelor and master students. It provides you with opportunity to get to know other first years, also our lecturers, our alumni, and currently studying students. You will have your first study sessions during the Intro Week and also some events and activities to get to know other people in EBS family. Now, I hope you got an overview what you need to do to become EBS student. I suggest that you start your application process early on. This allows you to actually think through what you need to prepare and also to make your application just extraordinary. I cannot wait to see what you have in your applications, hear more about who you are, and meet you at Estonian Business School. We want you to become part of EBS family. Come join us!